Hi everyone, I hope you're doing good today wherever you are in the world. I wanted to cover Jumia today. I want to cover the price action and the business itself, ticker symbol JMIA. So with that said, let's get started. So I'm going to share, first of all, the price action that has been very impressive for this week. Just yesterday, you can see this giant green candle. It went up almost 25%, just a notch below 25. For the half a year, 578% or 536%, excuse me, for half year, and for the full year, 578%. And for the quarter, 266%. So if that's not impressive, I don't know what is. And the other thing, this is just my opinion. This is for entertainment purposes only. I'm not a financial advisor or anything of that sort. But I have a hunch that we can do much better than this in the next year. And I'll go over the business model in a second and why I think that. So we're impressively above the 200-day moving average at 278.27%, the 50-day 66.9, and the 20-day 37.84. So this thing is pretty bullish at the minute. Optionable, shortable, and the quick and current ratio are both at 1.6, which makes me feel good because I know with those ratios they're able to meet their short and their long-term liabilities. Also, these return on investment and equity and assets doesn't concern me, it being in the red, and I'm going to discuss that here in a second as well. So overall, price action is very good. Look at that. Ever since August, or actually July, gone from about the $5 mark all the way to 56.96 where it is today. So very impressive. And let's take a look at Jumia. What do they do? You know, they're e-commerce, but what more is there to know about them? So here we can see their core business is e-commerce, but they also do. They're in Jumia Pay, which they also recognize subscription revenue on that, and they also have quite a bit of investment in logistics in Africa specifically, and the headquarters is in Berlin, Germany, if I remember correctly. So here I'm just scrolling through some numbers. I'm going to get to the key growth potential of this company in a second here. But they've been, here's their e-commerce, payment, and fintech and logistics. Those are the three core functions or pillars of the business, I should say. And what's exciting about those three pillars is that they're all tapping into the Africa continent, which the Africa continent is growing because there isn't any current benchmark or any mature business as far as e-commerce. So everything is new, everything is an opportunity, and just as this slide shows, they're trying to maximize the value that they bring into that continent. So basically, they have yet to establish a mature market. If we look at Walmart, that's a mature company, right? So the growth is going to be capped because they already exist around the globe. But something with like Jumia, everything is growth. It's organic growth right now. And the population in Africa specifically that they're targeting is very exciting. The youth over in Africa, I think average age is around 20 to 30 years old. I can't remember exactly, but it's a young population that they're tapping into, a young population that's used to using mobile payments and used to using the internet for those that live in locations where they can do that. And then based on research that I've done, Google has done quite a few projects on how to make the internet accessible, more and more accessible. So the continent isn't as far behind as it used to be with Google and other smart phone companies trying to make the phones more and more affordable, and also access to internet more and more affordable. So the only way I see this is up. So yesterday I took a substantial stake into Jumia. And if I'm not saying that correctly, please feel free to let me know how you properly say it. So I believe it's somewhere around 10% or so of my portfolio, somewhere around there. And I looked at the charts and I looked at the price movement and, the bullishness of this stock, and that's what attracted me to it. It was basically the technicals, and then now reading more and more into it, it makes complete sense why this stock is full of growth potential. Now, I must say, that doesn't mean that there aren't cons, right? There's network issues on the continent. There's also some things aren't as streamlined yet, but they're working on it with Jumia Pay. I think one of the issues is prepay. Not everybody is prepay, so some people pay upon delivery, meaning that they pay when they get the goods instead of paying up front. So that causes a little bit of issue, and there's a lot of room to grow. But with a Jumia Pay, they have a solution to implement there. And all the kinks aren't worked out. There's still a lot of issues in the continent, but the full potential is there to deploy this e-commerce concept with their strong logistics abilities and the payment solution, and then merge that all together to be one powerful technological e-commerce company in the continent. So very, very promising. And then the other thing that is promising is they've launched in half dozen or so countries, but they've got more room to grow. And as this slide shows here, Ethiopia, Congo, and Angola are the next targets for further development. So yeah, a lot of growth potential. And also they are first to market there. So first to market is very important. I think of it as, if people are competing, who stakes the flag in the ground first, wins most of the time. So that's how I see it with them. They're ahead of the game with their competition. They're already there. Like I said, first to market, that's powerful, and they're rolling out. And then the other thing that's going to be key to the stock price too in the next few months to a year is going to be profitability. So they haven't been profitable the past few years. Any new business of this magnitude, you're not just profitable right away. It takes years to becoming profitable, just like we saw with Tesla. Tesla basically wasn't profitable until somewhere around 2019, and then all of a sudden look at what that did to the price action of the stock. So I expect something similar here. It won't be apples to apples, or different markets, but that's my expectation. And my expectation is that my investment will grow in the next year substantially. So I hope this has been of value to you. I hope it brought shed some light on Jumia besides just the price action and the flashy name. I hope it's brought some substance on it. It's an actual e-commerce company full of potential from my perspective. And I discussed some of the cons, and like I said, I expect to be over those in the next few years as more and more people adopt, and they become aware on how to order and how to pay, and then especially paying more efficiently with the Jumia Pay solution. So Thank you for watching. I hope you've liked. If you have, please hit that like button and subscribe as I continue to review videos. So there you have it. Thank you.